Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we're gonna talk a bit more about internet search. So previously, the app that we built is end-to-end pipeline of a chatbot that you can talk to it, and there's a web search tool. But the source and the search information, articles, blogs, things like that, it's not quite visible. So that's the problem statement from last video. In this video, we're gonna dive deeper into internet search. So let me go to my correct directory. That is my correct directory. That's the repo that is the project. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna instantiate Claude Code. And this is the CLI that essentially is a coding assistant to help me build out the Python code, things like that. So I'm gonna say I have a Streamlit app in this directory, and package is managed by UV. Now I want you to implement the following internet search function as an additional feature into the Streamlit app. I know that I have a function, but I still need to tell computer what my plan is, right? Do you want to always search using the function? Do you want to use keywords? Do you want to have like a checkbox, toggle a button on and off sort of thing, right? What context are we talking about, right? What is your plan, right? So in this case, I'm gonna go with the easy way. I'm gonna just have a checkbox, right? If user wants to do a official internet search, they can check the box and it will run the internet search. Otherwise, it's just a generic LLM conversation, right? So I'm gonna say this. This is a Streamlit app. I want you to add a checkbox uh, on the left sidebar in the Streamlit app. If the checkbox is checked, then we conduct internet search using SERP API. Here's the function as a reference uh, that I want you to implement for me, right? And then I just have to put the function there, and the function is going to be here. Let me put this in here for you. This is the template, right? Obviously, you got to install all of this, and then this is the API key. This is the function. So I'm going to put a function here. This is the function. And of course, you want to use UV to install the following. And the following is going to be something like this. Okay. Um, and the checkbox should be default as unchecked. Okay. Uh, please implement this feature for me in the Streamlit app. And then update dot in and dot in example file for me to add SERP API key. And this is going to be a template, right? Some sort of XYZ for me to add the secret in later. Okay, so hopefully this uh, lay out the plan. We're going to see if the plan works. If the plan works, then hopefully the coding assistant can help us out. It shouldn't be too crazy of a plan. We just might be talking about a few places of updates, right? So UV install, we can just do UV add. Let's use the uv add style command. Uh, so we don't have to do pip install. You just uv add. That's fine. Say yes, and then I think that's probably it. You might also need to install like something else. I'm not sure. There's a chance we need to install something else, but that's okay. This is where the function is added to the script. The script here is main.py. I'm gonna say yes, and then so we're gonna add this function. This means it's gonna physically write the code out for us. Same with sidebar, checkbox. That's the checkbox that I talked about in the prompt in the beginning. If user check it, it runs this function. If user doesn't check it, does not run this function, right? So we put the feature in the hands of the user. Okay, so now if this button is checked, right? If this is checked, right? Get the API key. Okay, that makes sense. And then if the API key exists, then try to do whatever this is, right? So that's what's happening here. Otherwise, respond the error, and whatever the error is, it needs to correspond to whatever the content is. So I think we are good to go. Let's just say edit, and then let's see what do we got. So I think this probably only runs API key, but let's see how it works. So it's adding this here for me. Obviously, I'm going to change this key for Anthropic because I'm exposing the secret on the video recording, but I'm going to have to change it later. So don't worry about that. And then example, we're going to put it here. For you guys, obviously, keep your secret safe, right? Don't share online. In my case, I will obviously have to update that later. So with that being said, install all this, update this. Now I gotta change my secret. So give me just 1 sec. I'm gonna pause the recording and I'm gonna come back. Okay, so I just update the secrets. Now I can have Claude Code to physically deploy the app locally, and we're gonna fire up a local host. We're gonna see what the app look like. So please use UV to deploy it for me locally. And my guess is some sort of a UV run, UV run, Streamlit run. Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. We're gonna say yes. And then if everything goes correctly, it will fire up a local host just like that. There should be some sort of a search engine here. Great. So let's make sure we can talk to it, right? Tell me a joke. So the regular conversation works, right? Now let's check this. And then let's say today's weather in New York City. So this is supposed to hit the SERP API key, right? That's what we're talking about. And then it has the content here. Great. That's what we're talking about. Information is here. Now this thing has Google search inside, right? Now I kind of want to um, cancel this, and then I need to uh, get the code out. Actually, I actually don't need to cancel that. That's my bad. But a point being, I need the links, right? Links title, resources, things like that. So I'm gonna say initiate a Claude Code. I'm gonna say uh, this is a directory for a Streamlit app with internet search using SERP API. Um, the SERP API function is referenced from below. Paste it here. Right now, I don't think the SERP API implementation has reference in the main.py script. I'm referring to the result title, result link, and so on. Can you update Streamlit app for me in main.py. So this tells the Claude Code that the app has certain things that the function, the API call of SERP API has already, but for some reason it's not displayed, something like that. So let's see what the plan is. Okay, so I can, see this app already has it, implementation here, access this. However, I notice code could be improved better to display results, blah, blah, blah. So yes, please proceed to implement all of them. So, whatever update of visual display, enhance the result, things like that with more descriptions, links, whatever, right? I just want the user to know that this is internet search and there is a link, right? The reason I do that is because I want to set things up so that you guys can plug in the deliverable one scoring function directly in here, right? So um, let's make this edit, okay? And then let's obviously fire up the app and let's see what it looks like. So here I'm gonna say, okay, say yes. I'm gonna add a placeholder and the placeholder is gonna have some sort of search results. It's calls a container and then it's gonna throw a bunch of things in there, right? So let's see what that look like. That's the code that is going to update. So in the search result container, it's going to add a bunch of things. Perfect. I've successfully updated this file with all these improvements, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now can you deploy it for me? Something like a UV run, Streamlit run, um, just so that it's using UV to manage the virtual environment. So you don't need like extra lines in the command line interface. So let's see. Let me check that box. Now let me say today's stock price for Tesla. I don't know if it's going to recognize today's weekend because I record this on the weekend. Okay, so I mean, that looks pretty great. That looks pretty great. Links here, right? That's information is there. And it should recognize this is not today. So I'm gonna try to click in here to see. Okay, so it gives me a link, right? 4:30, that makes perfect sense. Does it say 4:30 up here? Uh, okay, so let's see this one. Yahoo Finance. I mean, that's perfectly fine as well. Okay, great. Let's check. Let's check. Okay, so this is the final response, and this is the search result, right? Makes perfect sense. Right? Makes perfect sense. Okay, great. So this is essentially an end-to-end web search app that give you the reference and also digest and chew up the information and display it in front of us, right? That's the information. This should be correct. It should be 4:30, not 4:36, I believe. Um, does it anywhere set 4:30? Uh, no, but somewhere in the range is perfectly fine. No, that makes perfect sense. October 5th, that's perfectly fine. Although October 5th is obviously a weekend, right? So it should take the previous date. But hey, that's the problem. That's for you guys to figure out, right? So scoring function. Now I can explain the problem a little bit better. So what exactly are we doing here, right? What exactly is project one? Let's go to Capstone project. And let's go to that markdown file, right? A credibility score, right? When you're talking to a chatbot, chatbot's gonna give you a bunch of things, right? Either come from the training data, or it come from internet search, right? We've demoed a two framework, right? You check this box, it's going to run internet search, right? Uh, if it runs internet search, it's gonna give you a search result and it's using the search result to give you some sort of answer, right? By itself, it's some sort of augmented response using search result. Great. But that's exactly what the problem is, right? How do you grade the credibility of each search result, right? You guys have all done deliverable one. You guys have all put together different snippets of Python code, right? Some of you use rule-based, some of you use linear regression, right? There are more than one way to go about it. So you've done the function, you've submitted the deliverable. I saw all your submissions, right? Most of you did a fantastic job. Now it's a matter of use your function. And how do you use it? You use the function on the search result, right? So here's the search result. This is the search result. Your function just need to take this as the input, and then it generates a couple of stars. 2 out of 5 star, 3 out of 5 star, 4 out of 5 star. You get the idea, right? You guys have all done it. It's a matter of taking this input as input and just shove it into your function. And your function is going to reproduce some sort of output, and you just display that output here in the new line, right? That's all there is. That's what this deliverable is about. Now, the number of stars may or may not be accurate. That's totally fine. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for accurate star, right? I'm looking for how to put together the system. That's what's important here, right? It's important because it tells me you know how to use Python function. It tells me you know what the function means, right? And it also tells me you've gone through this app, right? Code is all online. You can take my code, you can invent your own code, you can ask ChatGPT, you can do whatever you want, right? The code is here, the app is here. It's a matter of putting your function into the app and make everything work, right? That is the project one. And that is what I'm looking for in this deliverable 3 that's upcoming. And some of you are treating it as one submission, some of you are treating it as multiple iteration. That's totally fine. There's no restrictions on that. As long as you submitted the code that looks like this app, you can make it fancy, you can make a different color. I don't really care. As long as some sort of chatbot has internet search and your function, precisely the scoring function, runs and generates stars on each one of these resources, then I think you've done project one pretty well, right? So that's the ask, that's the requirement. And then, obviously, best of luck for all of you guys. I think some of you guys already get started. Some of you guys probably still in the middle of figuring things out. That's okay, right? That's why we're here. Any questions, just reach out. Thank you for watching, and best of luck with all your projects. And we're gonna wrap up project one in this next deliverable so that we can move on to next part of the class. So thank you for watching, and I'm excited to see what kind of scoring function that you guys put together and how that's gonna get implemented in your own chatbot. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.